I'll mute myself on here a minute until I mute.
Hello and welcome to Community Spotlight. This week I have Assassin Lupa on. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you very much, Stubbsy. Very honoured you've asked me to do this. Looking forward to it.
Good to hear. Yeah, it should be good. If you want to check out a good independent gaming website, please check out www.bg4ghub.com. They have great reviews, news, and articles. If you want a good gamer picture as well, go to www.xboxgamerpics.com and the graphic god will sort you out there. He will. So, where are we? Have you been playing much, Lupa? Well, in fact, I know you have. So,
yes, I'm always playing as much as I can. I was on till 3:30 this afternoon from, I think it was 8 o'clock last night.
Oh, yeah, because I was playing this morning, and I was playing with you, weren't I? We were playing Gears, and you didn't warn me. You had a bit of experience on Gears.
No, I've had some good lessons.
You got a couple of kills. You got a few kills on me.
I did a few, and you got a few back.
I wasn't as good as I thought I was going to be. I got quite. I wasn't. I thought I was going to dominate between me and Crispy. It didn't happen.
No, it didn't. Not quite. No, I've been taking some lessons from Crispy. He's a good guy, and he's been giving me some tips.
Oh, that's good to hear. That is. Welcome, Shizno. You're not late. Don't worry. Mishuku, how you doing? You're in community game night as well for a bit of Gears, I think. And Infinite, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, have you been playing any other games recently?
Yes, I've been playing an awful lot of Phoenix Rising.
I've heard a lot about it.
Absolutely amazing game. Just get lost in it, which is why I've been on so long. And yeah, I've been playing some of that. I've been playing Gears. I've been playing Halo MCC. Looks fantastic on the Series X, and it's been great fun playing with my friends.
It's good to hear. That is. Welcome, Pong Soul. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Welcome, Judzilla.
They're only all turning up to watch me make a fool of myself.
Because I heard you on Xbox Ultimate Podcast. Congratulations on that, becoming a panel regular.
Yes, that's amazing. They're a fantastic group of people.
Are they going with just basically the same panel every week now?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's what my midweek gaming's doing, and we're going to have a guest every so often instead. We are.
Yes. I mean, I think I think it's a really different setup with Mav and Caitlin being together, and
it is, because I was one of the first people after the first show when they went live. I said, "That's a dynamic you've got to keep, because that's different. That you don't see it a lot. In fact, you don't think you see it."
No, I don't think I've ever seen it, and I don't actually think I've seen husband and wife streaming before and doing a podcast together is absolutely unique, I think.
It is.
And they're such wonderful people. They're so nice. They're so understanding. And then there's 3-Bit, who's what I call Pops when we're playing Halo. He pops me in the head 24/7. And he's just a lovely guy too, and so incredibly talented. Your show with him I thought was phenomenal. I absolutely adored it. It was lovely.
Thanks for that. I did try because, I mean, full transparency, people. He actually handed me a link to an article an interview he had done previously, but he only took little tidbits from it. He just helped me out on the questions wise. But
he's so talented, and it was a great insight to him. It was great to know exactly all that he did.
Oh, it was very interesting. I do try and I included a bit of gaming, but I knew the animation side would be very fascinating. And by the reaction of the people in the chat and a lot of people that have heard it, they liked it in general. So that's the main thing. It is.
Yeah, it is. And as I say, then after 3-bit, I believe it was Pong. And now me. I am so made up because I love all 4 of them, and I think it's going to be a great podcast, and we get on well together, and I think it'll be really cool.
I think it's a really good thing. I mean, obviously you got into podcasting
by accident.
Yeah, because you didn't actually think anyone would ever ask you. Now, I think I asked you first, but I think you went on a podcast or 2 before, because you went on Green Pass Gaming as well, didn't you?
I did, but that was a big mess. That wasn't a good time, because I panicked because it was on the spur of the moment, and Pong was saying, "Get her in here," and I think somebody else. I
think I jumped in this.
Yeah, too. You jumped in too. Yes, and I sort of like panicked and pressed the link on my phone instead of my laptop.
Oh.
So it was like, it all went nuts, and I was like getting so upset because I didn't know what to do.
Once you learn it, it's easy,
Now I've got it off now. Then after that was retro, I think.
Yeah.
I
think I was the 3rd show you went on, so correct. You actually done preparation work technically, and you have to get it working. So I had the advantage.
Yeah, exactly. I knew where I was going and what I was doing by then.
Yeah. Welcome, Indie Gamer. Very good podcast last night. I've been getting into Hollow Knight as I was DMing you earlier on. I will be playing more and more of that game. It seems to be a good game that more people should check out, but it's one that you got to see if you like it. Stick with it. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. But excellent show last night. Every game that was mentioned was there on video. So if you like the look of it, you can add it to your list to check out, which I love that idea. I do.
I'm going to play them all. There's so many. I'm an indie gamer fan. Indie games. I just love indie games. They're so lovely. I mean, and they take you places you didn't think you'd go within a game, which is what I love. I like getting lost in the fantasy of a game and but the outside world outside.
It's good. It is. Sorry, hang on a minute. No, sorry. Sorry, did you hear that? That was my son.
No, I did it. We couldn't hear anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He doesn't normally come through. I'll tell him I'm working. He's gone back to bed now. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, everyone. But yeah.
It's great to see all my friends in the chat.
Dragon Wolf.
I had some.
Huxley, Shizno, thanks for stopping by. Pong Soul, good to... That's my quote when I see him now. Because I worked out how he speaks to everyone. I said to him, good to see you. It's easy to say, how are you doing individually?
Yes.
It is. But no. But everyone, here's the news. Next Sunday, Pong Soul's coming on. There you go.
I knew he wouldn't be long. He's a great guy.
Matt was hinting at it on the end of the podcast. He says, I bet Pong will be next. I thought, I'll ask him.
Yeah, he's got a lot of gaming nouns, and he knows his stuff. He's a clever guy.
He is. Now, do you want to tell people like when you got into gaming? Like,
Yeah. Well, in the 70s, it's a long time ago. I
okay.
I worked in an arcade in
Oh,
about
the arcade
78, 79.
experience.
Yes, and I was playing Space Invaders, Asteroids, Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, Centipede, and
Nice.
absolutely adored pinball. Like all the different types. And
Pinball. Yeah.
I remember the first game that had the plastic guns that used to shoot at the screen, and I try and get continual one-ups all the time, and it was all free because I worked there, so it was
That's
really,
even better. That's better.
yeah.
Yeah. So what? So
So
what
after
did you
we
do?
shut
Keep putting the money in, then getting the key and unlocking it, or was there a
got
free mode?
got the key. I had the key because the guy that I worked for, he'd go off and I'd shut up. And then after I shut up, I'd be playing everything all night long until I went home early hours of the morning, and then have a quick sleep and then go back again, work, and then play all night again. I
That's
loved
awesome.
it.
That's a very good perk of the job. That is.
It was. He never knew. Never.
Didn't they?
And if I didn't bother getting the key, or I didn't have the key because I wasn't locking up, I'd just stay behind in the locker room, wait till he'd gone, and then I'd go around and use all the tokens. I was naughty, really, but I was only like 17, so had to do that sort of stuff. And then after that, the consoles I had, I didn't have the Sinclair Spectrum. Do you remember you
Okay.
used to have to code, and you had to put the code in to actually access the game?
I've had with the Spectrum. I don't know. I didn't play that. I played the Commodore 64.
Yeah,
I
well,
never played the
my
Spectrum.
my grandfather had the Sinclair because his
I,
son
I,
still
I've
had
read up on it because Sinclair.
it.
Wasn't that? Didn't Amstrad have something to do with that at some point?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I don't really know the ins and
Yeah.
out of it, but I just, it was so mad. You used to get these magazines and they'd have game codes in them, and
Oh
then
yeah.
you would write in the code, and you only had to get one little bit wrong and it wouldn't work, and it'd be there for hours just getting the code in, then finally be able to play the actual game. It was really cool. And then after that, I had the Atari 2600, I think it was, but I didn't have
Yeah.
it. Again, it was in
Okay.
a friend's house, so I played
Yeah.
a bit of that, not much. I played a lot of Pong.
Yeah. Pong. Yeah. Pong
Yeah,
Soul.
yeah, the Pong song. We were
Yeah.
talking about some machine tables that do it, and I've seen that, and it looks pretty cool. I just wish I had the room to have it.
Indie Gamer said you had the paper wheel that you rotate for the code. Is that right?
Yes, yeah, it was like a paper wheel, and it was just really mad, and you couldn't get a single bit wrong. But I'd only played that like every time I went to my grandparents or whatever, And
Fair
then there
enough.
was
Just
after
Genesis
that.
said, I did that, and
Mhm.
that's how I got into software development.
Yeah, I didn't go
Yeah.
that far.
No.
I didn't know. I'm just a gamer, but I'm passionate about gaming. I love my gaming, so I didn't go into that side of it. And then got a little bit older, and I had the Commodore 64 was one
Yeah. I
that my
Mr.
father
Angry.
picked up second hand or something, and used to sit there with my brother and try and
The
play that.
tapes.
Hmm.
Rewind the tape after.
Oh, madness. It was good. When you look at today, that's why, as a gamer, anybody that says to me they would rather have quality than FPS just winds me up, because I've been waiting years and years to get 60 FPS on a console. So now I will always choose that over. I'll do a little bit of the quality for a little while and then change it back to FPS again. That's what's made me so good at Gears as well. The Series X and the
It
ping I
is a
get on
lot.
it.
It is a lot better, and plus the fact You have you have the most amazing bulletproof connection in the world. Nearly, you do.
Yes, I do. I made sure I'm a gamer, and you can't have your internet dropping out. It's not a thing that I can
Well,
deal
the thing is, even though I host these podcasts, my internet's terrible. It's like my internet is 45 meg down, but when you do when you test the line on the actual hub connection, the status shouldn't be warning, should it?
Well, no.
I've actually had the engineers out to try and fix that, and they can't fix it. But my internet works. It's where I've moved to. You see, I moved to the other side of town. My internet was far better where I lived before, but where I moved to is a far bigger house and bigger garden. Everything's better. So you got to pick the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was in a flat before. This is a much better situation. But the internet works. I managed to do podcasts. So it can't be that bad, can it?
This is it. I
don't
don't
stream
think
yard, but that helps. But if I had the choice, yes, I would pick the top package. I'm on the top package. It's just if you're on, obviously I pay for fibre, but technically it isn't fibre. It's fibre in the box. It's copper all the way.
Yeah.
But if you pick the normal old broadband, they give you like 1 megabyte a second instead. So it's 1 or 2 or 35 to 45 meg. So you've got to pay for the fibre. You've got to pay for the super fast, even though technically it's not. But I've got a new deal with 24 quid a month. But I imagine by the time the deal's up, it'd be nearly 32 again. They always rise it up over the years, don't they?
Yeah, you have to make sure that you jump in there and tell them you're leaving unless you get a good deal.
No,
that's what I do.
They don't. I'm with Sky. They don't fight me. I ring them up and they don't fight me. They say,
I get about 30 quid knocked off Sky. I get about 25 knocked off of BT.
Oh, they're always ringing me.
You just have to ask. If you ask, you'll get it.
If they ask me about, they always ring me. Because I used to be Sky TV because that's how I started.
Yeah.
I cancelled TV. I just have the internet now. And they're forever asking me if I want TV. I said to me, mate, I've got Netflix.
Yeah.
I've got internet.
I'm not a big fan of Netflix.
It's because I've got kids and that. There's all kids programs.
Yeah, the kids is for the kids. Yeah, it's really good. But I just find Netflix is too. The series and things on there too old.
I've got all of them. You see, I've got Disney Plus. I've got the Amazon Prime. But I use my dad's code. You see, so I've technically got most services. But I use his code. It does arrive then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see it on Twitter. I was prepared.
Yeah, I thought, well, I have to do it for my dad's, my bro.
Welcome, Dad. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome, Darth Praxis. Thanks for stopping by, mate. Appreciate it. But no,
and then,
get back onto the track.
Yeah, so then after that, the Nintendo Super Mario Bros. Legend of Zelda medley. I've played every Legend of Zelda there ever is.
Yes, I know, because you were not impressed with who was it?
That'll be the Zelda hater Pong Soul.
That's it. That's it. You're not gonna live this down, mate, Pong. I'm telling you, she's not ever gonna forgive you.
And now Mav's on the list as well, getting rid of Assassin's Creed. How dare he? That's a bit bad also. But no, I'm only pulling the legs. I let it drop. It's fine. He did it on purpose, Mav. So I expected it after I saw his tweet asking me what they were. And then, so from the Nintendo, then it was Sony PlayStation 1, 2.
Yes, definitely. I had that.
Yeah. And then the Mega Drive. Oh, no, the Master System. The Mega Drive that's called the Genesis in America, I believe.
Mega Drive. I've got one right next to me. Mark 1, because a lot of people I know.
I couldn't keep any. So
no, I didn't. My wife bought me one for my birthday because I always said to her, if I want one, I don't want them packing new ones that's been released with 70 games in it. I want one where I can put the cartridge in. So she found me one. They're not that dear, actually. I think it was only like 20 or 30 quid.
Oh, that's not bad. Oh, do you remember Alex the Kid? I loved Alex the Kid. It was
Briefly,
hard, but I loved it.
I need to try and buy that then. I need to.
Yeah.
But when we're talking about this, now, Dad is going to say, get an emulator.
Get an emulator.
Dad's cast does not condone that. Dad's cast is returning, people, next month.
Yes, that would be good.
It will be good.
Yeah, like I mean, the Mega Drive, I absolutely loved Alex the Kid, and there was like, oh, I can't even remember all the games that was on it. It was mad.
Now, there's a bit of controversy here. I might have heard it wrong, that you do not like Sonic.
That damn blue hedgehog.
You don't like it?
I really don't.
Well, not even the first one on the Mega Drive.
No,
Wow,
not at
I've
all.
never met someone who doesn't like it.
I tried, and you know, when you got your like 8-year-old son beating your ass, it's a bit embarrassing. I just no, man. I just, that blue hedgehog gets everywhere. No, for me, Mario outdoes Sonic 10-1, and also I believe that Zelda outdoes them all. And now it's the 35th year of Mario, and they released the All-Stars. I don't appreciate how they did that.
Don't you?
No, I do not. They've timed it to March, so if you don't buy it by March, you're never going to have it. Which I think is
that's really weird.
It is,
but that's Nintendo. Put the gun to your head, saying buy it, or you'll never play it again.
Exactly. Now Pong's mad at me. I'm a Sonic hater, so we aren't speaking anymore. Here we go. He's got one back on me. Oh dear. Yeah, well, we all have our choices, Pong, don't we? Can't all like the same thing. No, yeah, what was I saying?
But we brought up the Mega Drive and we're talking about Sonic, then you went on to Zelda, then Mario All-Stars.
Oh yeah, Mario All-Stars. So it's timed till March. But then after March, you can't get it anymore if you don't purchase it in the time. Well, in February, it's Zelda's 35th as well. And I'm hoping, beyond hope, that they do a 3-in-1 for Zelda, because I had like 250 games on the Wii, including, by the way, you could port Alex the Kid on the Wii U.
Really?
Which was brilliant, yeah. And so there were, I had like 250 games between the Wii and the Wii U, and then I gave them all away to my grandkids and got the Switch because the grandkids wanted it so bad. Then the
I had a Switch, and I wish I didn't sell it now, because it was quite a good console, you know.
It's not bad for what it is. And what I liked about it is I wanted to play my Xbox on my main television, and if I had a grandchild over and they were playing the Switch, like Mario Kart or something like that, then they could just switch to the handheld and still play sat on the couch while I played my Xbox. So it worked out very well. So yeah, I purchased that, but now I've only got a set amount of games because they haven't released all the games that we had on the Wii and Wii U onto the Switch.
Did you buy a Wii U?
Yeah.
Because not many people did. It was like a failure.
At first they did. It sold really well. The first what, I don't know, couple of 3 months.
The perception was people thought it was an accessory for the Wii.
Yeah, they did, and it wasn't. In actual fact, it was the only Nintendo console that you could actually switch the Wii games to the Wii U. That's the only one that's ever existed. Yeah, you could actually re-download them onto the Wii U or play them by hitting the Wii U square, you know, like Nintendo, these big squares with it written in, and you could hit that square, and then you can then you could play the Wii games on the Wii U. So actually my whole library carried on with me, but then I had all physical copies as well, apart from some of the Wii games that I just used the download code, like it switched over. And I think that it was a good thing Nintendo did, but then with the Switch, that's all gone away. 250 games, and
Wow.
it's just a lot of money gone down the drain.
It is.
And I think that's why people, I get mad with Nintendo, and I was so shocked that this year they had a New Year sale.
Oh, right.
It was amazing. You could get Luigi's Mansion for £33, normally 50. That's a massive discount from Nintendo, and
They
a
don't
lot of
often
their
do
other
it
games.
because they
It
don't
was
need
up,
to.
no, it was up to the 10th of January, and it's very, very rare that they do this. And
Jeez.
then the um, then you could get these 2 vouchers that you buy, these like tickets from Nintendo for £84 you paid, and you could
Yeah.
get 2 games that were worth 100. So you were saving £16 there as well. So it was really good, but it was very short-lived. And that's the problem with Nintendo. They don't change because they don't need to, and they also don't care. They're just not consumer friendly at all.
Yeah, but I think I'd see this is the thing with Nintendo is I don't think they mean to be consumer friendly. Just the practices they use, they work. Because
They
from
do.
what
That's the problem. I mean,
from what I gather,
if we keep
Nintendo
buying
now.
them,
Yeah, exactly.
and if we're going to keep using it, buying them, then they're going to keep doing what they're doing. I really
It's not
wanted
going to
to
stop.
not buy All Stars, but I loved Galaxy, Sunshine,
Yeah.
Mario 64. I just thought, I've got to get it. It's
Because
too good to turn up.
the Switch in the end will surpass, from what I gather, is selling faster than the PS4, and I think it's, from what I gather, it's selling faster than the PS4 did at launch. You know how it is, and it's selling faster in general than both of the Xbox One and the PS4. And they reckon it's on course to surpass PS4 and Xbox One, and it could surpass next gen.
Yeah,
as well. Because
it could.
Nintendo isn't about graphics.
No,
Nintendo really isn't about it.
They're always going to win in sales because the children love it. Even people like myself remember. You know, I mean,
and his missus as well.
Yeah. And the thing is that, do you remember it's like being the Game Boy and having the link cable?
Oh, I had the Game Boy. Yeah, the Game Boy original. Yeah, I had one of them.
Played Tetris a lot on it.
Yeah. And now I play Tetris on Xbox. I don't like it. I don't like that music.
I do. I think the music in it is fantastic.
Give it another go.
The problem I have, it does my head in a bit. I can only play it in short bursts of about half an hour because of the lights and the flashing.
Just some shout outs. There's quite a few people came in.
Yes.
Welcome ACS Husk. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome Flap. Great show earlier. I caught a bit of it. I've got to catch up, but a very good show. Mr. Tushi, thanks for stopping by. My fellow midweek gaming co-host, thanks for stopping by. You done very well on the Green Pass gaming earlier. Anyone else? Welcome Daz. Welcome Dean X78. Welcome Michael Muller. Stinger NLG. Free Stinger. Get him back on Twitter. Reactivate his account. He's been suspended, Lupa, if you didn't know, and he doesn't know why.
Oh, I did. I'm the one Brit that sticks by my NLG, my Mike brother.
Are you
Mike
in the Discord?
I watch his show every week.
And me and are you a member?
I am a member.
Oh, I'm a member too.
Yeah. Couldn't turn that up today. I got to support brother Mike. Otherwise he won't play Halo MCC with me anymore.
Oh, I thought the funniest moment with that is that video Mavericks. One more. Like you're all zombies.
Yeah, we're all zombies. Like, come on, one more. We try it now, but he just goes, "No, I'm going." That's it. He'll play us a lovely little tune, like the Indiana Jones tune he played this week. Have to catch Mav's stream because every time we play, Mav streams it, and it was hilarious this week. We just couldn't stop laughing. Pixel Slapper, I thought he was going to have a heart attack. It was nuts. It was like, and of course his laughing was contagious. Everybody was laughing, and it just got out of hand. It was really bad.
But yeah, no. Where did we go? Because
we was on Nintendo. I had the GameCube, the Game Boy. I had every Nintendo that ever came out.
Well, that stopped piracy, didn't it? The GameCube, you couldn't find them discs anywhere. So you couldn't,
because you couldn't really play a lot on them.
No, exactly.
But then the Game Boy, and then that went on to, I had the DS, the DS 3D, the DS.
I've got a 3DS still, but I can't see the 3D. It hurts my eyes, so I put it back onto 2D.
Yeah, me too. I bought the 3D, and then I thought I can't get on with this, so I went back to 2D. But there's such small screen. I just love playing my games on the big 55-inch CX. I love that.
Oh, your screen looks nice.
I do love it. And even Nintendo looks good on it. To be fair, yes, the Switch looks good on it. It really does. And after that, obviously the OG Xbox, and then from there the 360, and so on and so on. And you'll see my gamer score is only 104,000 something, I think.
Really?
Yeah, because I lost everything.
Oh, did you?
I lost everything from the switch over from the 360 to the next Xbox
One.
It didn't port everything, and it just went into the ether somewhere, and I lost everything. So I had to start again. Yeah, which was a bit sad. But
I thought you were going to say you lost your gamer tag.
No, I managed, because it's quite rare, my gamer tag. Not many people have this. I don't think anybody has it. So
yeah, I got the title wrong, everyone. And Luke had messaged me saying, Stubbs, you got the YouTube title wrong. Just thought it's Assassin Lupa, one word. Just so you know.
If I was going under the real Assassin way, it would be Assassin and Lupa underneath. Because that's the way. It's Assassin Bayek, Assassin Ezio. It's got that break. It's on two separate lines.
Yeah, very good.
My actual gamer tag in Spanish means she-wolf.
She-wolf, nice.
But obviously it's Assassin's Creed, which I love, tied in with wolves, which I love. Lupine, Lupa.
Do you buy them every year and like complete them? Are you one of these completionists, or you just play the main story, or are you like? Is this...
850 hours in Odyssey.
Wow.
And I'm already 160 hours into Valhalla.
Nice.
I've already done 103 hours in Phoenix.
Wow. You are definitely a gamer, Lupa. You definitely are.
I love my gaming. It gives you a lifeline outside of the real world. I love the fact that you can get lost in it. I've made so many friends playing games that originally wasn't the case. Originally, I was a single-only player. I would play as many single player games as I could. I wouldn't do multiplayer because I had a lot of bad experiences doing multiplayer. Right at the beginning, when Party Live first came to the Xbox.
Was that any connection with you being a lady then?
Yeah,
I presume.
Very much. First of all, they're like like, for instance, Need for Speed. I was in Need for Speed, and I had a friend who had a lad who wanted to play Fortnite, so played Fortnite. And the abuse was awful, like, especially young Americans. What the hell is a stupid tit-filled woman, and all the other languages you could think of, and a damn filthy Brit pig playing racing games. That's ridiculous. And there'd be an awful lot more, but I'm not going to repeat all of that. But yeah, being a woman and a gamer, very, very hard. Getting more slightly easier. and I think that, you know, it is getting better, but yeah, it is a thing that in the beginning when I was first on Twitter and started joining podcast chats, I
Yeah.
wouldn't let on I was a woman. There was everybody called me bro, bud, whatever, you know,
Oh,
man, and I just let it go, because rather that than go through what I went through before. And then there was a thing with Marion the Mad on Wandering Duchess podcast, kept calling me bro,
and then
and
one day you're like, right, I'm going to take something.
got right to the end of the podcast and I said, at Marion the Mad, I hate to tell you this, but I'm all woman. And he went, what? And then when I went on Wilmy Hood's GBTB, he
Yeah.
told everybody I was a woman, get over it. But yeah, there was an awful lot of hate originally in when you were live playing multiplayer, put me off badly, and then I became a single player. And the only reason I'm here now, the only reason, is Dealer Gaming. If it hadn't been for him giving me the confidence and encouraging me to come on to Twitter and to get on party chats, and he said everybody will love you, just do it, and he gave me the confidence. And so if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. I'd still
That's
be playing
really,
single games on my own.
oh, that's really good to hear, that is, because I mean, as much as he's got a big channel, like obviously he's a busy guy, but if I DM him about something, it may take him a few days, but he generally does message me back.
He's a
You
great
know,
guy.
you know, it's because you're quite close. You game with him and that, don't you? You're in
Yeah, I
quite
game
often.
with him, and we watch UFC together, and yeah, I'd say we're pretty good friends. Let's put it that way.
It's good to hear.
And
But it's a terrible
nobody will
story.
get me at anything, and nobody will get anything out of me about him. So
No,
people needn't try.
I know. I wasn't gonna, by the way.
No, I know you weren't, but some
But
people, I think, are trying to use me as a stepping stone, but it won't work. I'm not that dumb.
oh no, but that is just a terrible story about the way you were treated online just because you're a woman. You
Yeah,
know,
it's
and,
true. If you ask
and
me,
was it also because you were kicking their ass in that game?
exactly. If you're winning and then obviously you speak, and first of all you're a Brit, that didn't go down well. Didn't used to go down well.
No.
And then after that, it was because I was a woman. Are you a woman? And even in Forza, I remember there was this group of guys running around together, kept crashing into me and literally put me in a ring of their cars eventually, and wouldn't let me move and just left me there.
That's pathetic.
And it was
Really
like,
is.
oh, come on, for goodness sake. So, you know, you just leave the game then. In Borderlands 3, this is how recently, Borderlands 3, I
Yeah.
decided, oh, you know what? Let's leave it open public, you know, for them to join and see. I might meet somebody nice, you know. So I left it open. One person joined, then two others. They completely ignored me. They did all of my side quests that I was keeping till I got to level 50. They went ahead of me, killing everything. And then when I got down, they didn't pick me up. They just left. And
Oh,
then when we got to the end, there's like a lift that goes up to the boss, and they literally jumped on this lift before I got there. As I went to jump on the lift, they pressed the button. I ended up underneath the lift, half in it and half out of it. But there's three, so you couldn't get out. So I was trapped under there. All they
no.
wanted was to go and do the boss, because obviously they were trying to level up or something.
Yeah.
Instead, I quit the game, which kicked them. So they
Oh,
never
well
got what
done.
they wanted anyway. So it was a silly
You
move.
got some comments in the chat. Shizno says, "Don't let them wankers bring you down, Lupa. We're also toxic." Indie gamer, you're awesome. Great to see you overcoming the idiots, Lupa.
thanks, guys. I know you're all great. It's just it's randoms, and that's why I refuse to play Sea of Thieves with randoms, or like Gears or Halo, anything like that. I won't play it with randoms. I play it with the people I know and the friends I trust, and they're great. We have some great times, and I wouldn't miss it for the world now. Mr. Tush's community game night, fantastic. It's so much fun.
It's got a Sea of Thieves DM that helps as well, doesn't it?
Yes, I mean, I've played Sea of Thieves right from the very beginning, but I left because it was really, really bad in the beginning. So I left it, and then I've went back to it about six. I think the first time I went back to it was with Fugly and Mav. We were a crew with Mav's daughter, and we had a right blast. So I'm not like a pirate legend or anything. Then I played it with Husk and Clowns and Sky Dragon. That was interesting, with Husk pissed as a fart, like, completely out of it. That was great fun. And then I've played with Mr. Tushy and Animated Evil, once, but it's really good fun, and I like the way that Tushy's teaching people who've never played it.
He is, yeah. That's the general idea. It is try and get people, and then there's enough people in there that if you go in there, you might be able to make a crew up. It is. I need to play it more. I've not played it in weeks, to be fair.
I do miss it, because when you're actually in it, you lose hours. You
don't
think you're going to play for
I went in for an hour. It was 4 hours later. It is actually quite fun.
It
but
is.
You've got to play with friends or people you know. You can't play with random because it won't work.
I have to say this a minute. I'm so sorry, Infinite. I'm really sorry, but Xbox won't let us have more than 16 in a party, I think, and then Forza only lets us have like 12. So it was really, really difficult last night, and Rocket League was awful trying to get teams to play that, because you can only have maximum of an 8. But I'm so sorry, Infinite. I will make sure next week, if you're there, you're getting in no matter what. Even if I drop, I'll drop out to let you in.
But no, yeah, that's the problem. But the problem is sometimes when you're in a 16-party lobby, it's hard to get in a word in edgeways unless your name's Lupa.
Yeah, I mean, there are two sides to me, I must say. There is this person that can chat games forever. I love it. I enjoy it. Talk about indie games, talk about AAA games, talk about anything. I don't mind. I love it. And then there's the other side of me that can get very competitive in a game, and especially when I feel like I'm being targeted because I'm not so good.
You are good. I beg to question that.
Well, I'm not so good at Halo. I'm getting better, but I'm not so good at Halo. And it seems to me wherever I turned in Gears last night, Flamish was shooting me in the head. And I said to him, back off, boy. And I got him a good few times too. But I started to get a bit knocked. He's like, go find somebody else to kill. Why are you always round my corner? So yeah, I got a bit competitive last night, but it's just in fun. It was nothing serious. I was trying to wind them up more than anything. But yeah, I can be a good wind-up merchant. I can have a bit of fun, and yeah, I can swear like the best of them. And I think this is just me. I don't hide behind anything. I'm not. I don't try and be fake. I'm just me. What I say is what I think. What comes out of my mouth is usually what I want to say at the time. And I'm not. I don't like to be fake and try and be something I'm not. And I'm not brilliant at all games. I'm average, but I enjoy gaming with my friends, and I enjoy playing single player RPG open world games as well. And I'll have a go at anything, absolutely anything. If it's a game, I'll play it. I wish I could afford a PlayStation as well, but I can't. I have to make a choice. There's not enough hours in the day.
No, you're right. I mean, you don't have to be an incredible gamer to enjoy games. That's the beauty of games. So
There's
You
always
know,
going to
there
be
are
somebody better than you in a Pacific game. Like
different.
Mav 3-bit, Halo's their world, so they're absolutely shit hot at it. You know, and they've taught me a lot, and I'm learning more and more. But
The problem is with them games, because it's like Gears. The reason I'm not as good as Gears is because I do play other games, and sometimes I don't play Gears for weeks. And it's like Halo and Gears are games that you have to consistently play to keep up your skill level, or
as you get,
you lose it.
yeah, but
And as
as you
you get
get
older,
older, yeah, then you have to, like, I like to complete a game fully without starting another because I'll get the buttons confused.
well done, because a lot of people
Oh,
move on and jump from
mm.
game to game to game, and
Recent,
I'm one of these people.
recently, it's really annoyed me because Game Pass gives you an automatic 200 game backlog. And I'm like,
Yes.
and then everybody's saying to me, like, Indy will say, play this game, play that game. And then somebody else will say, oh, you really need to play this game. And I'm like, oh my God, I just want to finish Phoenix. So I left Valhalla.
Yeah,
Don't be
okay.
shocked. I left Valhalla to finish,
Wow.
to play Phoenix. I'm 104 hours in, I think it is. And I'm only halfway through.
There you go, people. There's a review there. You know, that sounds. It does sound and look like a good game.
It's
You know,
fantastic. I've not had a single bug. The combat is smooth and it's precise and it's so much fun. And if you take the time to get your pomegranates, I have 999 pomegranates and I have 20 files of life, defense, attack, and stamina. And if you have that and you take half an hour out of your game to collect this stuff, then you won't have a problem. And the outfits are cool, they're pretty nice, and they've got some good power ups on them. And then once you complete your potion tree, then you get a mastery potion tree, and that gives you more time on your buffs. And then if you finish your godly powers and your skills tree, they then become mastery. So, and there's some DLC coming out. I think it's the end of this month, maybe
oh, okay.
beginning of February. So yeah, it's a pretty good game and I really enjoy it. And it's got me, like, the graphics. I keep putting up screenshots every now and again because it's so beautiful and it's so much fun, and there's so many different baddies, if you like,
Oh,
and
I can't
monsters
blame you.
to
That bloody
kill.
new share button. It's addictive.
Mm.
Yes, keep pressing it. I do.
Yeah, it is addictive. I have to say, I've done more screenshot stuff since that share button hit but that controller is so amazing.
I'll be honest. I thought when that new controller came out, I thought, yeah, there ain't really much difference. But then when I actually played it, I can't. I'm not a tech person. I admitted this on the shows before.
Hmm.
It feels better and it runs better. I can't tell you what the differences are. Low latency apparently, and
Yes,
it feels better to me.
I mean, I do
More
know
so,
some tech.
I bought a second one, and the
Mm,
Xbox One upstairs. We now use a Series X controller on the Xbox One in the
yeah.
bedroom as
Oh,
well.
and there's something I wanted to say. Did you know that you can map your Switch Pro controller or your little joysticks to Xbox buttons, which for somebody whose memory is so bad that I keep pressing B to go like forward, but I'm going back. It's like because all the buttons are switched round on a Nintendo controller. A is B, B is A, and X is Y, and Y is X. So
Oh no.
if you're coming off of an Xbox and play some Switch, it's a nightmare. So now Nintendo have allowed you to remap your buttons.
That's really good. That is.
Yes, it
It's a
is.
simple feature, but you know,
Simple but absolutely life-saving. Yes, it's really good. But yeah, I mean,
welcome,
games.
Malesko.
I want
I think I've said your name right, Malesko. Welcome.
Suko, Malesko, yeah. Yeah. So I've played, I think, every system there is to play. The only thing is I do not play on PC. It's not my bag. I prefer console for the ease. And with the way I haven't got the room. That's why I've had to sell all these consoles on as I've upgraded, because if I'd have kept them all, my 1-bedroom little bungalow would be full to the ceiling by now. So yeah, I have to sell them on. I wish I could have kept them, but I couldn't. So, and with my setup now, it's so comfortable that, you know, I just love it, and I just enjoy gaming so much. And I enjoy playing with all my friends, and it's great.
Well, no, that's really good to hear. I mean, obviously, everyone has to downsize at some point, you know.
For sure.
But yeah, the chat seems to be loving it. They do.
Yeah, I mean, I also love not only Zelda and Mario, but like Metroid, Castlevania, Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest.
Do you like Dark Souls games?
Well, the thing is, as I've said, I had to make a decision. Do I really want to play God of War, Horizon, and try Bloodborne, and Ghost of Tsushima, in my opinion, is the Assassin's Creed from Japan.
Oh, okay.
It is so similar. I think the only difference is the wind guiding you. It's about it. I think you still got the stealth. You've still got like the combat, and I think that it's very Assassin's Creedy. I think it's the Assassin's Creed that they wanted to make for Japan. So I think I really wanted to play that, but I get sidetracked by indie games like Spiritfarer, The Tourist, and
on my system. But I'm playing Hollow Knight at the moment, so I'm not going to go on to them at the minute.
Well, I tried Hollow Knight way back. I can't remember when, and then I left it, and it got lost somewhere. I don't know, but
in Game Pass though.
It's in Game Pass. I know Game Pass, but like, there's so many, and I do like to complete a game. I try and complete as many as I can. Probably not as much as I should actually now, because it's just I want to play everything and I can't.
That's the problem. I mean, as much as Game Pass is good, it also creates a problem with backlogs. And obviously there is. I know in this podcast world we're in, it seems to be he's talking about Game Pass, but just in case you didn't know, people, there are games that ain't Game Pass. There is life beyond Game Pass as well. There's many games out there available. There's loads. There is, but it does open up a backlog of problems. But because there's more games, it's a good problem to have. Just sometimes I can't remember the days when you used to buy one game and you think £60 I'll buy it, I don't know, but I might not like it. But now you've got the option of trying it in the Game Pass. So
I think it's fantastic because there's so many games I wouldn't have played if I'd have had to purchase them first. And now you can try them and you can see what you like and what you don't like. I mean, I forget who it was that got me into it. Hyperdot. I never thought I'd be able to play that.
VJ likes that.
That's it, VJ. Another game that I can only do in half an hour stints because of the flashing lights. But it's quite good. It's different. And it's enjoyable. Silly little games, and you like pop in and out. And I think to myself, I won't like Dragon Quest, because I wasn't a massive fan of the Final Fantasy. My son was absolutely, and he's a massive Studio Ghibli fan. And so I learnt a lot while buying those for him. But he was a massive fan of Final Fantasy. I don't like turn-based game, like where you have to set it all up. Turn-based, like you would tell them what to do and then they do it and you just sit there and watch. It's like, no, I want to do it.
Have you tried Gears Tactics? That's not
no, it's not my bag.
It is that, but it's not like your standard RTS. There's,
Mm.
the problem is there's campaign and there's lore in it for Gears. And it explains certain people and storylines. I've got to go back to it. I'll stop playing it. But yeah, I would rather just RTS generally isn't my
No,
bag, but I will
like
complete that game for the lore.
XCOM. I tried XCOM and I thought, oh no. You see, I want to be in the action. I want to be doing it. I don't want to be just setting it up for it to happen. But then it's not my bag, but because like Gears Tactics is there in Game Pass, I would try it. I would just
Exactly.
give it a
Yeah,
go, and if I don't like it, I
can.
don't like it, because we can't all like everything. If we were all the same, the world would be pretty bloody damn boring.
It would be. It's like I'm really giving Hollow Knight a go. It is good. I'm. It's a game where you got to learn. You got to learn how to kill an enemy and do it in a certain way. And I'm enjoying it. It's a different experience because I think I'm not used to challenging games. Now, some people probably think it's an easy game, but
No.
I'm enjoying it. But
Yeah.
I do think once you do a certain thing, once you complete a certain or beat a certain boss or do a certain thing, you might have died 10 times or whatever. Yeah. Or I'm terrible at the game, but I do think the reward will be worth it in the end.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah. I mean, like, because of Game Pass, there's games that I've played I never would have touched. I never even would have looked at.
It is
And
an
that's
interesting
what's
fact for you, Lupa.
fantastic about it.
Hollow Knight must be a big game because, right, they don't do interviews as in the devs. Yeah, I speak to Indy about this, but they have got an interview person who does PR.
Right.
Hollow Knight must be big because their YouTube channel has got 125,000 subs. And
I know it was big when it first came out.
The Hollow Knight Silk Song, I think that's a new game.
Oh, yeah.
2.5 million views. So there's something about it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm looking forward to 12 minutes, although I'm not a massive fan of top-down games.
Like, it does look good, 12 minutes.
Like Dungeon Crawler top-down thing, like Tomb Raider Odysseus or whatever it was called. I've forgotten the name now, but that was one that I couldn't get my head around because it's that top-down thing. I was wondering, do you think they'll ever remake Demon's Forge Hunted? Demon's Forge. I used to love that, and everybody hated on it.
Never played, never heard of it.
Yeah, it's a 360 game. It's really good. But like, I do think 12 minutes might be good from what I've heard from my friend, the Indie Gamer. I'm really looking forward to Tunic, and the one I'm looking forward to the most is It Takes Two. That looks so cool, so amazing.
That does look good, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, like, if the way I deal with it is, like, say I was playing Gears with you like last night for 2 or 3 hours,
but
and I'm like,
yeah, I come off about 2.
Yeah.
No, it's 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's right. So like from 9 o'clock.
Also, people, Lupa is actually better than Gears than she lets on. She killed me quite a few times, and I was not happy.
Oh dear. Well, I've had some good teaching from our Crispy. But no, it's intense, and you're concentrating, and then after that, to drop into an indie game, nice and quiet and easy going, taking your time, it's fun, and it chills. You get chilled out, and you just sort of like lose yourself in it. And most of them are so pretty, and they've got such amazing stories, like Spiritfarer. I'll go on about Spiritfarer till the day I die. It's fantastic.
It's on my radar. It's downloaded, but I'm playing Hollow Knight in a minute. I will. Yeah. If it gets removed from Game Pass, I'll just buy it because it's got to be good because people like you say it is.
It
Do you know
is.
what I mean? It's getting a
It's a
lot of
story.
reviews of people, you know.
I mean, it's different. It's a completely different IP, and it's so soothing, but also deep and emotional. And I think I've cried and I've laughed, because it's about death, but it's about looking after the spirits in their animal form until they move, and you take them on and move through to wherever they go.
It's good. I mean, I like the indie talk. It's like if you read that list, you know, that list that Xbox released on Xbox Y about all the games coming out this year.
Hmm.
If you look through them, indie games there's a lot of them in there.
Oh, definitely. I really hope that it's true that oh my goodness, the name's just left me. It's on PC and PlayStation. Begins with H. It's one of Indy's favourites.
Oh, Hades!
Hades.
It's
They
coming to
say that
Game Pass.
that's coming to Game Pass. I know.
I hope it does.
If it does, I will be playing it because I don't like. I've got a small, like I've got a 17-inch laptop, but I haven't got a PC, and I haven't got room for a PC, and so I've seen streamers stream it, and it looks so cool and so amazing, and I really want to try that. Um, Call of the Sea is I 100%ed that, and
Oh, okay. Okay.
that is a really good game also. It's different. Tell Me Why is another one I've
Yeah,
100%ed.
that's really good.
Mm.
We watched for we completed. I mean, my wife completed it too quickly. We weren't trying to complete it too quickly. It's just that good.
Yeah, but every
You
single
know,
decision you make matters. There's like 13,
we
14
technically
different
could go.
endings.
We could go back and do all different endings. You
Yeah,
know,
there's like
'cause it
13
tells you
or
what
14 though.
'cause it tells you what your friends did. So many percent
Exactly.
of your friends did this and did that and did that. You know.
Yeah, I do think it was quite good how it said, you've chose this, and it's like 50%, and 50% chose other, and then other times it's like you're in 10% and everybody else was 90% the other option. So I think it was brilliant. But I 100%ed it, and I really enjoyed it. And this is what I mean. I like to play a game, and the indie games are perfect for it, that you start and you end a game. And if it's not too long, it's quite good because you can
It's,
actually. I don't play them just for gamer score, and that's the thing I don't do. I don't hunt Chivos.
yeah, no. This is 10K challenge, and
Yeah, I got
I'm not. I'm
350
not.
points so far, I think.
Yeah, I'm not rushing. I've got 2,000 something points, but I'm not rushing through
Mm,
to beat the 10K because people. The problem is, it's like we had this discussion on midweek game, and Indy was on about it. How people are rushing. Some, not all people. Some people
mm,
are basically finding what you call rubbish games, and there
mm.
are some out there that
Oh, there's
should.
there's some you can
They,
finish in 3 or 4 minutes, 5
yeah, but
minutes.
they sugarcoat them in attractive achievements when
Yeah.
the games are terrible. And he said that's just trying to boost your gamer score, you know, and that's the whole argument. This is, and that, technically they're indie games, but they're the games that are making indie games look bad,
Yes,
you know.
exactly, because they're not proper games. I forget the name of the company. I remember Macca saying the name.
Yeah, Matalaki. Yeah, that's one of them, Matalaki.
Yeah, yeah, and there's a lot of them, but I've seen where, like, I swear on everything I hold, in high esteem, that I have never ever cheated at a game. And like, even to the point that somebody said to me, you must have put in the up, down, left, right, X, Y, blah, blah, blah in the day. No, I didn't. Because I don't see the point in cheating yourself. You're just cheating yourself. Because if you're cheating in a game that's a single player game, you're cheating yourself. And it doesn't make any damn sense to me.
I tell you, a game you should play if you haven't as well. If you've played the game Inside if you played that.
Inside, no, I haven't. There's a couple I want to play. I think it's Carrion.
Interpretation, basically, the outcome was what you interpret. It's
Mm.
very, very good. It's by Playdead. It's very good.
Yeah, I will give it a bash eventually. I've got some on my radio. I think it's Carrion I want to play.
Yeah.
I want to play oh, that's Hades if it comes to Game Pass, and I want to play so many. I've just got such a list. It's mad, the list I've got.
Yeah,
So
my,
yeah,
my,
there's
my
Inside
list,
Carrion. I remember those are two I wanted to play because on Indie Show watching some of the stuff, and oh, Song of Iron looks amazing. I played the
yes,
demo. That's brilliant.
I missed the bloody demo. We should,
Want to play that. Also want to play
you
unto
have
the
to
end.
pur-
I got
you have
to a
to
part where
purchase
I
that.
can't pass it.
Yeah, you have to purchase some of mine. I don't believe they've got a Game Pass
Oh
deal
yeah,
in place. It's just a game. It's a Xbox ID deal. It is.
yeah. But do you know something? I have no problem with purchasing a game like that
He's,
because I want to support the guy.
exactly. He's given up his full-time job at a AAA developer. He's now full-time
Yeah,
to put his faith in his studio and his game, and I think he deserves all the rewards he gets because I, I watched Andy's stream. I've watched various videos on it and interviews, and by all accounts, it looks very good. It does,
mm,
and I hope it's a real big success. I do.
yeah, me too. Because I think he deserves it. And like it's
Because
like with all the indie games, if they're not in Game Pass, I'll still, if I like it and I like the look of it, I will still purchase it because you're supporting that very small studio that really needs it, you know.
I
And
mean, I purchased a game called Dragoon, and that's an indie game. It was £16 something, and I watched a review when Jeepers reviews were still about
mhm,
and part of BG4G, and that was really good. And that game, I don't know what it was about. It freaked me out. The entire time I was playing it, I had like shivers down my spine, and
yeah,
there was nothing, but it gave me the creeps. But I loved the game, and that was an indie game,
mm.
and I bought that at 16 quid, and I thought that was great value for money.
It
You know,
is. A lot of the indie games are good value for money. I mean, when Noof Nukem was saying we're going to play uh, Sonic Racing. I forget. Yeah, just Sonic Racing. I think it's called, not the All Stars one, but Sonic Racing
I
on
know I
a
tried.
game night. And I went on to look at the price. £60. You are
What?
joking me for a kart
60 quid
racer.
for a Sonic game?
Yeah, for a
Okay,
Sonic racing game. And I
yeah,
was like, no,
they
I'm
can
not.
jump to
I'm
that.
not
No
doing that.
way.
For that, you could probably purchase 6 really good indie games. I mean,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. And I just think that's it. Team Sonic Racing. Thanks, Indie. And I just thought, no, I'm not spending that kind of money on that. I think that Game Pass is missing a good kart racer. I think that is one of the things it's missing, and it could easily pop one in there. But yeah, I just think indie games are so cool, and I've just downloaded Little Nightmares, and I
I
won.
have as well.
Yeah, I won. The reason I wanted to play it right from the beginning, but it got lost in the mur, of all the games. But the reason why is because I won the GBTB last giveaway of the year, December, and I won it, and I was so chuffed. And he asked me what game I wanted to buy, and I said Little Nightmares 2, and it was just, it's fantastic. So as soon as that comes out, I have that. I could purchase it now actually, but I haven't got round to it. And I really want to play those games. They look amazing, and I'm looking forward to those. I'm just not always up for the triple A's and quadruple A's.
It's a good.
They're good,
I
but
hate the title.
mm,
I hate the labeling of the AAA indie. Because sometimes, in my view, an indie game can, because AAA has a big budget and marketing, and sometimes the hype doesn't live up to the reality of what the game was expecting. And
yeah,
sometimes an indie game can be a AAA game you've played in storytelling, everything. Sometimes it can. Your
It can.
experience of you playing it doesn't mean it will, but sometimes it can.
Mm.
What remains of Edith Finch? So
Oh
as
my
my,
goodness.
it's one
Yeah.
of my favourites, and
Oh, I love
as we
that.
all know,
And I
stuff is
tell you
starting
something,
again.
a big sleeper, indie-wise, Plague's Tale. Oh
I
my
I
goodness,
started to
what a
play that
game.
with the wife,
I
and
I
it's good.
really want people to pick up Plague's Tale if you haven't played it.
It's in Game Pass, Pete.
You would
Still.
not believe it was indie. It is so good, and I can't believe that Microsoft haven't bought Azorbo. Azorbo, I don't know how you
Didn't
say it.
they they're the team that have made Microsoft's flight sim, aren't they?
Yes,
So they
but
should really purchase them.
that's not my bag. I don't want to fly around looking at the world. Thanks very much.
Oh no,
No,
fair enough.
I'm
I'm
not
not
into
gonna.
that. It's like no, I know, but like games like Edith Finch. There's Indy will tell you what it's called because I forget. My memory's not very good.
Hashtag
But there's
Edith Finch.
another one of those that's like her cousin or something, and
Okay.
I forget what it's called. It's really good. But Azobo with Plague's Tale, fantastic game. And it was a sleeper because nobody really knew, but I picked it up when I first saw it, and it definitely needs a sequel, Dragon Wolf for sure.
Oh, it
Absolutely
does. It does. Indy's just put a hashtag there for me.
brilliant.
Was it? Hashtag Edith Finch mention of the day, LOL.
Yes, I
Welcome,
mean
Jay, the graphic
it was
god.
such
Thanks for
a
stopping by.
engrossing game. It was such an engrossing game. Really different, really cool. And there's so many I've played that I can't. My memory's so bad I can't remember. But you know, it's just a great time to be a gamer. The future is
It's,
bright as well because it's only going to get better. People think we're in next gen. We're not in next gen.
no,
We're
we're
still
not.
in cross gen. It's going to be a
Yeah.
year before we're in next gen.
No, because it's like if you say to somebody, it's a hard situation now because although I've got loads of games on my Series X, if someone says to me, "What new game have you actually got that is next gen?" I'm like, nothing. Because it's not really next gen yet, is
No,
it?
nothing's next gen
Technically,
yet.
next gen
The
is next.
Medium will be the first next gen
Yes,
game.
it will be.
I'm looking forward to
And
that.
that there, like you said, like a Plague's Tale, it's hard to believe it's an indie game. Actually, the Medium's an indie game as well by Team Blooper.
It is. It is an indie
It
game.
is. And
Sort
also,
of.
no, it's an indie developer.
It is
It is.
indie, but it's like I think they've got some support.
Oh, no, I believe that they spent the target price for Medium is $7 million.
Mm.
You know, but by definition, it is an indie. And I will confirm something now. Anyone that going around saying Medium is exclusive to Xbox, it's not.
No,
It's a
it's not.
limited window for Game
Yes,
Pass.
it is limited.
Unless they're making some acquisition of the company, which I don't believe they are. And obviously, there's no physical boxes; it's digital only. But that is a standard in indie games. Ori is technically an indie, and that's only
It
because
is.
Microsoft Publishing, Microsoft own the IP for Ori,
Yeah.
and they funded the physical release. That's it.
Yes, they funded Moon Studios, and that's why they're staying true to Microsoft. But it's like people think Hogwarts Legacy is PlayStation only. It's not.
That's not true because the Zemi
It's
Games said about that. He said it's
exactly.
in multi-plat.
It
I don't
is
know where they've.
multi-plat.
I don't know where they've got that. Maybe did they announce it at a
Because
PlayStation event?
it was on a PlayStation event, so everybody thinks, oh, it's only going to be PlayStation. Well, that's what the fanboys say, but no, it's not true. It is a multi-plat, and I'm looking forward to that also. But now it's been delayed, I believe, along with
Yes, it has.
something else which I can't remember.
Infinite. I just got up in my book.
The name.
Infinite. Edith Finch was better than 98% of the games I've played. Well, that's a big statement, that.
It is, but it's also proper up like
I mean,
another
weird,
sleeper,
isn't it?
but it's
It
not
is
an
weird.
indie.
It is a
There's
weird
another
game.
It is weird, but it's very intriguing, and you get lost in it again.
I might play it again soon.
Yeah.
People are tempting me.
Yeah, but there is another one. Come on, Indy. What was it called?
I'm sure you
Vanishing of
mentioned
Ethan Carter. That's
I
it.
don't think you
Thank
can
you,
buy
Indy.
it on console though. I think it's on PC.
Mm.
I don't
There,
think you can buy it on. It might no. It might be on a PlayStation. It's
I
either
got it
that
on
or it's on PC.
Xbox.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I bought it on Xbox.
Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
Yeah,
Right. I'll be
not
looking at
no.
that. But,
Sorry, I'm not that one. Edith Finch. I got on
oh, I've
Xbox.
got to say.
But the
Right.
Vanishing of Ethan Carter, I haven't followed up. But I did watch a short thing from the developer that was talking about Edith and then about Ethan Carter, and I was thinking, oh, I've got to pick that up. And then Indy said, you got to pick that up, and
We'll get
I
confirmation in chat in a
haven't got
minute.
round
Indy
to it.
will tell you where it's available. I can see it. It's going to come in
It's
chat
going
in
to
a
come,
minute.
yeah. But apart from Indy, another sleeper was Jedi Fallen Knight. I loved that game. I didn't think it was going to be so good, but it's a very good upgrade from Star Wars Unleashed 1 and 2, which I also played, and
That's good then.
it was so much fun. But that was it was in the dark. People didn't realize, and yeah, it's done really well, and I'm absolutely sure that they're making the second one as we speak. They
Do you
started
mean
it.
Jedi Fallen Order?
That's what I said, didn't I? Did I say night?
You
Sorry.
said night. I was like,
Sorry, Jedi Fallen Order, I
yeah.
mean. I apologise.
Because obviously, the controversy and all this.
Mm.
Now, to anyone, if you dig deep, you'll realise that EA have not actually lost the license to Star Wars at all.
No.
No,
And
it's
also
a belief they haven't. Now, maybe they've just said to EA, just make Star Wars Fallen Order for the time being. Nothing else,
But EA, it wasn't in actual control of that game.
No, it was Respawn. They left them alone, didn't they?
Respawn were left alone to do what they wanted to do.
I do think EA knew because you have to have control over them.
Yeah.
But I think because of the head of that studio now, the name escapes me. But he's a really it is on consoles.
Yes, it is. I told you. I thought
will
it
be
was.
looking for it.
I thought
I will
it
be
was
looking for that now.
because I remember listening to that YouTube thing I watched about the studio did, the devs did, and I'm almost sure it was on console.
I'll be looking for that now. But no, yeah, and Dragon Ball's put not till 2023. That is true, but if the next Fallen Order is successful, they could just make it. I'm not a Star Wars person, so I don't know if that game could keep continuing and to have 3, 4, 5, 6 games. But if that's successful, I think what this Lucasfilm games, I don't know a lot, but from what I can understand, they're licensing certain parts of the Disney business out to different companies to make different games so they can get more games out there. And if you're a serious Star Wars fan, you shouldn't be wanting EA to lose the license because that means you get less Star Wars games. Because Star Wars Fallen Order was a success, big time.
It was, and they've given it a good boost up for the Series X. But what was I going to say? There's the new Star Wars been leaked, hasn't it, or spoken about?
It got
from,
revealed.
Lucasfilms Arts and along with Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Indiana Jones. I'm thinking that could be good if it's done right. Hopefully it's third person because you want to see him with his whip and his pistol.
It will be. But honestly, I do think you're a few years away from that because they literally showed nothing at all.
Yes,
really.
of course. But it's set in Rome, I can tell you that.
Okay. But that could be a massive new franchise. That could be,
Exactly. It will be just like
I'm not going to get into exclusives, but I believe that because Disney, obviously, Lucasfilm games are in control, but Disney are really in control of that. Now, I think obviously some podcasters think it would be exclusive. I personally think Indiana Jones will be on all the consoles. I do. but
I think
could be
so.
wrong. Could be wrong, but
Yeah,
But I
you can
think that
only
would be an
hope.
incredible game. But Lara Croft was the basically Indiana Jones
But this is
game
what I'm
was
saying.
the start of Lara Croft.
I'm hoping there's going to be a big divide between Tomb Raider and indie, because I think if they go down the route of Tomb Raider, it could be a flop. I don't think it can compete in that sense, but it's very like Uncharted, it seems, and it's going to be very like Tomb Raider-ish, or like Uncharted-ish, if you like. But I'm hoping that they bring out a new spin on it and it's going to be different. That's what I'm
That's what they
hoping.
need.
Mm.
That's what they need.
Definitely, because I will always choose Lara Croft and Tomb Raider over something that's similar. Like, I think Uncharted was a rip-off of Tomb Raider with a male. Simple.
Welcome, Mike. I see what you're saying, but I don't think no exclusive deal has been done. But we'll have to wait and see. We will.
Yeah.
You know.
I do believe I saw something when Jedi Fallen Order first come out. People were saying, "Where's the DLC? Where's the DLC?" And then they said, "We're not putting any new DLC in because we're starting to, the second Jedi Fallen Order." I'm sure I saw that in something I watched way
Might
back when
be.
Jedi first released. And yes, Indie Gamer, we do need a new Titanfall, because
Yes.
Titanfall 2 was overlooked. And if you go back and play it now, it's going to be, it's just out of this world. It looks so good and it plays so well. I've really enjoyed going back to Titanfall 2.
I need to go back and play the actual campaign. I've
But
played
it's
it.
free,
I've
isn't it?
played it. I've played the tutorial.
Yeah. Anything that's free in my book is good. Whatever.
It is. But
If
most
it's free, it's
people.
good. And it's not, it is free to me, because people say it's not free, it's in Game Pass, in EA Play. But it is free for me because I never pay for Game Pass Ultimate. Never. I use all my reward points, and
That's
they
true.
pays for 12 months of Game Pass Ultimate.
That is Titan. I need to go back and play. I've never played the actual campaign, just a tutorial bit of it.
Oh, the
I
campaign
thought that
awesome.
was the campaign. You see, the tutorial. I thought this is
No,
crap, and I got
no,
told that that's not the actual campaign bit. That's the
no.
tutorial bit.
That's the tutorial, yeah. And it's really, once you get into that campaign, it's like it grabs you. You just want to play it all the time. And honestly, game nights with Mr. Tushy and Nukem I've played with, and I think Pong as well.
Pope.
We've played Pope, yeah, all of the big guys. We were all in playing Titanfall. It was a blast. And then when Noof is like pilots only, I'm like, no, I want to be a bloody great mech and punch your face in. Because obviously, to me, the pilot part, if you're just playing pilot, you may as well be playing Halo or Gears, and obviously they're better shooters than me. So I tend to lose a lot. But when I'm in my mech, I'm on a par. I can do as well as them. So I do love that you get in the mech and you can just go mad, like just the brawls, the Titanfall brawls is just so much fun.
Yeah, it's good to. Hopefully, we one day will see a Titanfall 3, because I think this success of Fallen Order helped the success. I never got into it, but the Apex Legends, the success of that game,
Yes.
has all given. I don't know whether, because there was a rumor out there that any money made and the success of Apex Legends would pay for Titanfall 3 development, but I don't know if that's true. But hopefully one day we will see a Titanfall 3. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But no,
Hopefully.
you're quite a well-rounded gamer. You are in general.
I'm
You
very
play your
eclectic.
indie, you play
I'll
your
play
AAA,
anything.
you play anything, which is great.
Yeah. I play Mahjong. Like on my little Kindle thing, I'll play Mahjong. I'll play Mahjong on the Xbox. I play Monopoly. I'll play, like, I really love getting into matches on Oh,
Do you play Uno then on the
yeah.
Xbox? Oh,
I'm an Uno star. I've 100%ed it, but I've
wow.
also play online regularly Uno, and
Oh,
I hold my own. I'm really good at Uno. Um, but what's it called? Trivial Pursuit. You can go
oh,
live, and
oh,
you
I didn't
can
know that.
other people, come in, and you all answer the questions, and it's so much fun because I don't know these people from Adam, but you're not in a party with them. You're just in the game, and you all answer the questions and see who comes out on top. Hey, Fastback, thanks for popping in.
Oh, thanks for popping in,
Great to see
Fastback.
you.
The new look for Stubbs cast will be revealed tonight or tomorrow. And Lupa has seen it and she
It's cool.
approves.
It's very nice. I like it.
And community
Graphic
game,
God is a killer. He's
he
cool.
is, he is. Community spotlight will be getting getting a look, and at some point midweek gaming will be as well.
Mm.
So mate, he's got come up with really good design. Shouts to Jay. Thanks for that. You're a great community member and a great friend. You are.
He's a good guy. Oh, that's really cool, Indie Gamer. Maybe we can hook up sometime in the
Oh,
same
Indy
match.
plays the Trivial Pursuit
Yeah.
then.
It's called Trivial Pursuit Live, and it's a
Live.
real lot of
Okay.
fun if you know your general knowledge.
Oh no, I'm thick.
And I'm going to tell everybody a secret now, because they've picked up on it from what I've said about my gaming consoles and everything. So I will tell you all, yes, I'm 61 years old.
I didn't think you'd tell people that.
Why
Okay.
not? Everybody seems to brag about their age, so I may as well tell everybody. It's no point in hiding it. Like I says, I don't like to hide lots of stuff, but some private stuff I keep private. But who cares how old I am? I don't think everybody's going to hate me because I'm older.
No,
I've been playing games
at
for
one
40
point you
years,
did though. At one point you
45
did though.
years.
'Cause you said to me about it, didn't you?
Yeah,
But I
I
don't
did.
think
I did want
anyone
to.
in this community would hold it against you.
No,
You know.
but it has been like in the past. So I sort of like people. I'm one of those that was, how dare you sit there playing games? You're just a tramp. You're one of them gamers, bottled up in your cellar or your basement, pissing in a bottle sort of thing. And I'm like, no, it's not like that at all. It's not like that at all. So I've been playing games since I was like 16, 17. And so I know my stuff in that
You
sense.
do. You really do know your stuff,
I'm
and you can
passionate
tell.
about it. And I wish there were other women that would take up the mantle. I've got my granddaughter coming up. She's really good. And hopefully she will join the community at some time. But she's in uni now, so that's not going to happen for a while.
Hopefully, I mean, I like. I'm just proud of you that you got into podcasting because I do feel there is not enough women's voices in on podcasting game in general.
No.
And it's a shame because women offer a great perspective on gaming. They are like my wife will play with me sometimes, and she will kick my ass. And on sometimes on a game, I'll go, I can't do this, I can't do this. She grabs the controller and then that wasn't hard. So, she doesn't do it all the time, by the way, but
No.
she's good at games when she plays games. She used to play
Yeah.
on the PS1, PS2, all that kind of stuff, Sims, all sorts. But
Yeah.
I wish
See,
more
that's one
women.
I don't get it. I don't get Minecraft. I don't get Sims because it's like I don't want to be having to build houses and find food and pay the rent and keep the wall from the door and build things
Oh,
that
if you
in the
don't play
real
it no
world.
more, Sims. Yeah.
I want to go into a fantasy world. I don't want to be doing real life stuff in a game.
You got a comment here from Indie Gamer. You are shining light and inspiration for for female gaming and mature gamers too. Amazing.
Thanks, Indy. Thanks, Infinite. You're a great guy too. Thank you, everybody. It's so nice to have you
Dragon
all
Wolf, the cheeky bugger, says he feels
family.
he, Dragon Wolf's the cheeky bugger. He's saying he
Yeah,
feels
he
young now.
is. Yeah, he would do. Sometimes I feel old, but I think I can hold my own in most games that we
You
play.
can.
And I try to be as honest and as truthful as I can with people and just be myself. And I think that if more people were like that and didn't argue and play Twitter so much as they do, I do 10 minutes of Twitter a day just to answer my friends, and but I won't get into arguments and rows with people. I just want to play games and be
I
happy.
should do that more. I'm on Twitter far too much. Problem is, I'm not at work, you see.
Mm,
So I look at my phone a lot now.
exactly.
That's the problem. I
I,
shouldn't go
I
on
think,
Twitter as much, you see, but
yeah,
do.
I think men brag about their age, Dragon Wolf. Most women don't like to admit they're not 24 anymore. But we have to be honest in the world. And I think that positivity breeds positivity. And if you stay away from the nasty stuff on Twitter and you hook up with people that like, you're my gaming family, and sometimes it's all that keeps me going. So I just love you all, and I just hope that we can just game on and keep gaming until we drop dead, because I want to drop dead with the controller in my hand. It's when your family leaves and they've all got their lives to live, and you're like just at home, and like there's only me and my husband, and so I have the time that I understand a lot of people, especially my friends who work and everything, haven't got. And I feel absolutely, you know, I don't know what the word is. I feel humbled by the fact that I can do that. And I'm happy. And I can just lose myself in a game, having a laugh and a chat with my friends. I mean, you have to listen to the stream of Halo on the Xbox Ultimate podcast aftercast, like after gaming, after the podcast
Yeah.
last week. It was so funny, absolutely hilarious. We had so much fun, and that's what it's all about, laughing until you're hurt. That's what keeps me going. And I think that, you know with everybody, taking me in, and I'm part of something, it makes me feel good, and it makes me want to be there. And I'll anybody ever needs any help anytime, I'll help willingly. I'll play with anybody in party live, gaming all the time. So I just love it. It's my biggest passion, has been for a long time. Obviously, you don't get to play when you're bringing up your family and you're working so much. So it was the odd hour here and there, but then as time went on, you can play more. And I taught all my children to play. They played all the consoles. That's why I had them all, so they could choose. I've got two sons that PlayStation mad, and a daughter and a son that are Xbox mad. And then I have all my grandchildren absolutely joining in, and they're all now gaming. And I think that basically my grandchildren says to their friends, "My nana is the best gamer ever." And that makes me happy, because they
That's
reckon I'm
good.
cool because I play games, because there's not many
No,
nanas out there that do so.
no,
So
no, you are right. It's really good. You're a really positive force in gaming, and it's really good. The outlook on life and like Twitter and all, what's going on, the crap that's going on in the world is really positive. And I've seen you
yeah,
talk about it a lot on podcasts.
I want
I have,
people to stop attacking
and
devs.
invoke conversation, because I think you said something to Mike for NLG. You put
Mm,
something in the chat, and he started to talk about it,
mm.
about positivity, and we should all be helping in the gaming community
Yeah, we
and
should.
not fight.
Because, like, just because you don't like something I don't like doesn't mean to say I'm going to unfriend you and not talk to you ever again.
I know.
That's pathetic, and I don't understand why people have to be like they're in a playground just because you like that brand. So, say you like Dolce and Gabbana, and I like Calvin Klein, doesn't mean to say that you're an evil person. So, what's the difference in the PlayStation or Xbox? If I could afford and have the time to play those games, I would also have a PlayStation. So
That's true.
I think that, you know, everybody needs to just come down off their high horse. I want the competition. I want that. I don't want PlayStation to go out of business. I'm an Xbox fan, but I want not a fan girl, but just a fan. And I don't want any of them. I don't Switch to go out of, you know, Nintendo to go out of business, because
True.
all of them
It
cause
gets bad.
competition. Yeah, but if they're all competing against each other, who's the winner? We gamers are.
From what people don't realise is, although Xbox is very nice, if Nintendo shut down and PlayStation shut down and they were the only ones, you would see a very different Xbox.
Because they'd just level out and go, oh well, they're happy, but we got no competition, so
exactly.
let's just we'll stay where we are. We don't have to do any more effort. No more effort.
Exactly.
Yes, it's true, Dragon Wolf. I will shout at people like I did last night. I was getting a bit angsty last night in Gears, I must say.
I wasn't too, you know. So I went silent.
I know. I was getting a bit annoyed.
Someone started using the Terminator. So next game I did, because I knew that you can't shoot a Terminator as well as the other players. And that was a tactical move. That was.
It was, yes. That's why you kept killing me in that match then.
It was, because a lot of me, you know, how you couldn't get me.
No, I couldn't. I walked right past you. I'm running round and round you in a circle, and I couldn't hit you. I was like, why can't I hit him? And then you shoot me, and I was gone. But yeah, I mean, sometimes
if you use that character, you do.
Yeah, I see. Right, now I know. But like, I think that, you know, even though I got a little bit, I didn't get angry, raging, quitting and all that. I just got a bit frustrated, I think, because I'm not, as you get older, you lose your reaction time. So I haven't got the same reaction time as some of the youngsters, or even like, you know, some of the middle-aged, you know, because as it goes on, you tend to not be so quick. So yeah, in the first person shooter modes, I'm not that brilliant, although I do love Borderlands. But you know, it's hey ho. Normally I don't give a damn. Competing is fun, you know, so I'll just do it. But last night, I don't know why, I took it a bit more serious. I was getting a bit frustrated.
Right. It's like Dragon Ball, like a Dear Stubbs game in Steam coming out his ears. Yeah, you're right. I wasn't impressed, especially with you, Dragon Ball. I wanted to win a free-for-all match. And then I left and I went in ranked free-for-all, and I went and won a match. So I couldn't work it out. You know?
Dragon Wolf was good. He's good at the first person shooter. Well, I'm not so bad in Gears. I can hold my own, but in Halo, oh my goodness, I'm just cannon fodder. Just cannon fodder. It's just a joke. I get killed all the time, unless I can get a vehicle, and then I do all right.
Yes, you do. You killed me many times, yeah.
But I've been playing it more with Mav and Caitlin, so therefore I'm getting, and 3-bit, so I'm picking up some of their tips and I'm getting a bit better, but I'll never be as good as them guys. But I don't mind. I really don't mind. I take the mick about it, but I don't mind. It's just fun. I just love the laughter. I love the little bit of competition, you know, and it's just so much fun. Yeah, I definitely have my let's go. I've got an 18. Well, I don't think 18. I'd rather put myself at my perfect age, about 24, and yeah, in the body of a 19-year-old. You're dead right.
Malesko says he's retired as well.
Yeah, Dazanator says that I would never shout at him. No, I wouldn't, Daz. You're a lovely baby. My Dazzy baby. He's all right. He's a good guy, really.
Game Pass, cannon fodder, Game Pass fodder.
Yeah, Game Pass fodder.
That's
true, though. You know, it is true.
But yeah, it's been fun, Lupa. You've done very well considering you were nervous.
It's different one-on-one, isn't it? You've got to keep talking, and sometimes I think, what am I saying next?
It's because I'm used to it, you see. Now I feel at ease, but to most people it can be quite daunting. But I think I think what helped is we started talking long before the podcast started.
I
think that
always
might have
try and
helped.
get it 10 minutes beforehand, make sure everything's working properly and there's no echo and there's the setup I use, I don't think is bad at all. I just use my laptop and I plug in my Riggs 800LX.
Well, they sound nice because I'm on a Snowball microphone, so the quality sounds nice coming through.
That's
It
good.
does.
I mean, this headset, I can't praise it enough. It's 24-hour battery. It's light on your head. It fits nice around your ears. The microphone flips up and down, so it's easy to just flip it up if you want to do something that's going to make a noise. And one of my pet hates, don't ever do it because I will mute you in party chat.
People don't eat crisps
or anything.
Chat. She doesn't like it.
Don't eat food in a party chat. It drives me mad. I mute straight away.
I've got this thing on when I do play with people. I done it last night during Gears, I think, or can't remember. Later on, because we played quite late, didn't we? To 2:30. I forget. I don't realise I've muted myself, and I've been talking.
12 minutes.
20 minutes later, I've just realised my mic was muted.
It was just so funny. You came back on. You said I was muted. One, yes, Stubbsy, you were.
I can't get any. I can't. I'll be honest, Dragon Wolf. I can't get to anything. There's no food on me currently. I can't eat anything. With the way I walk at the minute, it would take me quite a bit to get back. Well, it wouldn't. I don't want to. The setup, the way I'm set up, I would knock the mic over and the cables probably. It's not worth the risk.
Honestly, I don't know who it was. I can't remember, but I've muted 2 or 3 people who started eating on a podcast on a party chat.
There was one guy that no one knew who he was.
No.
He was random, and he started saying Xbox was crap and all this. And he started eating, and no one knew who he was.
Nobody. And I muted him straight away. But the thing is, I just think
Xbox goes, I've muted that guy.
Yeah.
And he disappeared then.
Yeah, he did. And I don't know why people do it, because it's so easy and quick to be able to mute yourself. I mean, I eat. I'm not like stick thing. I do eat, but like I can just quickly mute my mic and eat something. You don't have to eat it whilst having your mic on.
No, you don't.
That's just rude, in my opinion. Hey, Cyber Gunter, so glad you could drop in. Thank you.
Cyber Gunter, thanks for stopping by, mate. Yeah.
I mean, I think some people are just rude, and they need to stop being rude.
Yeah, you're right. But anyway, Lupa, it's been very good, and thanks for coming on. I think we're a very good chat, and the community's turned out in droves just to come and support you, and I'm sure some people will listen to it later on.
Yeah, I love you all. You're all good people, and as long as all the good people can stick together, we'll all be fine. Thank you so much for having me, Stubbsy.
No, I'm honoured you come on.
Thank you so much.
Do you want to tell people where they can find you, even though everyone knows where to find you, just in case someone else that hasn't, doesn't know you, wants to find you?
Yeah. Okay, you can find me at Assassin Lupa on Twitter. Occasionally, I'm not on there all the time, as I've said. And you can find me in Party Live Chat. I'll always game with anybody if they want to game. If I'm not gaming on something I'm really into and won't leave, but I'll chat to you anyway. And you can also catch me every Friday night at 2 a.m. British time, GMT, and 9 p.m. Eastern, I believe it is on Xbox Ultimate Podcast, which is a great podcast with Mav and his wife Caitlin and Pong Soul and 3-Bit and myself. So that's where you can find me, and on the occasional podcast if I'm asked.
Yeah, you are. You're getting quite a few requests. You are.
Yes,
when's your good buddy dealer ask you soon? Yeah, heart will stop. What? No.
I don't know. They're quite techie, you see, and they've got a really good dynamic going. They
Yeah,
bounce
I would
off each
struggle on.
other.
I'll be honest. I would struggle on RDX side.
I was surprised.
I have no knowledge on that kind of stuff. I don't.
I was really. I have the knowledge, but I won't argue with anybody about it. Obviously, I know stuff because dealer tells me. But like, like about the tech, I've learnt tech off a dealer, but I don't talk about it because probably somebody could outdo me or tell me I've said something wrong. So I keep that much to myself.
Fair
But
enough. But,
I just don't think RDX is a certain dynamic, and they're all friends and they all bounce off of each other, and
They
it
do.
makes it work. But I love them all. They're my real deep friends, and I wouldn't be without them.
It's good to hear. It's good to hear that you're on a regular podcast now every week.
Yes.
I did wonder why a while back that you weren't a regular on that show.
Well, I was on it, and then I don't think, like Wilmy said, I didn't know you were podcasting, and then immediately asked me onto GBTB, and I was just so grateful. It was lovely, and I had a great time. And they're just awesome guys too. It's different, and that's what I like about it.
They don't give a damn what they say. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
I love it. I love the way he advertises it on Twitter. He says stuff, and it's funny. It's a good show.
He is.
They're not afraid to say whatever.
Yeah, and that's good because there's no bullshit. It is what it is. You like it or you don't like it.
Exactly.
And that's what's good about it.
Thanks for stopping by, Invader Gaming. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. And I'll shout some people like Dazinator, Infinite, Invader Gaming, Pong Soul, Mike from NLG, Indie Gamer, Cyber Gunter, Pure Flat Monkey. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. There's quite a lot. Misuku, Molesco. Been loads, but thanks for stopping by, everyone. I'm going to do another community game spotlight next week with a rising star in the podcast world, a highly in demand person. You might know him. He's in every chat in the community. Pong Soul will be on next week, same time next week. He will be for a chat about gaming in general, and obviously how we got into gaming, just like how I've chatted with Lupa, really, kind of the same kind of premise, but people seem to be liking it anyway. They do, so
it's nice to hear. I believe it's different, and it's also nice to hear all the different community members that you interact with on a regular basis.
I have tried someone and I can't get him to come on the podcast.
And then
no, won't come on. He won't. He doesn't want to do a podcast, which is fair enough. I have tried him.
But he's another big guy in the community now. He's come up near enough same time as I did, but it's each person's choice.
I respect everyone's wishes.
I just love gaming, so I'm passionate about it, and I always said at the beginning, I don't know why you want to talk to me. I just game. I'm just a gamer.
Yeah, you're a bit miffed, but a lot of people have turned out. There'll be more after the fact,
Yeah, it's been awesome, and I just love the fact that, like with Mr. Tushy you had on, and you're going to have Pong, you get to learn more about the person.
Who wants to reveal? Who wants a reveal of the Stubbscast look? Should I do it or shall I?
You want to keep it as a surprise, or you want to do it? It's entirely up to you, my friend.
Indie Gamer's already seen it. I've showed him it. I don't know. I might wait till tomorrow to see. But no, it's been a good show. It has.
Thank you very much, and I hope that everybody we can still game and be friends, and everything is cushy, as they say.
Pong Soul and Indy say do it. What? The screen's about to change, okay?
Here we go.
There you go. What do you reckon?
It's not changed.
Oh, it has on my screen.
Nope, not on mine.
It's on mine.
Why is it not on mine then?
It's on my screen.
It's on StreamYard, but it's now it is. Gotcha. Now it's popped. It's very cool. I like it. All the neon, lovely. Very cool.
There you go. Well, I've showed it now anyway.
Yeah, it's very nice. I can't see anybody saying it's not. It looks really cool. Jay's done a fantastic job. It's nice. I like it.
Everyone seems to like it. There you
Yeah.
go. It's gone. Yes, Jay made that Invader. How did you know?
It's very good.
He's very good.
And it's the same as my guns in Gears. Neon pink and blue.
Yeah, there'll be some more made for community spotlight and a different one for midweek gaming as well.
That would be nice.
Obviously, them overlays can only be done for 2 people. Yeah, when you have more than 2 people, you have to do different overlays. But yeah, it's looking really good. It is. Hopefully, people like it. Doesn't work so well if you want a camera one. He's going to make me a camera one. If someone wants to go on camera, it's different because you have to sit in the middle, looking right in it. Because obviously it's a little picture, isn't it? You know.
Yeah, I get you.
But anyway, everyone, it's been really good. And thanks for the feedback on it. It looks really good. The graphic god made that. I really thank him for it. I do. So basically, next week, 5 p.m. EST, 10 p.m. UK time, and 2 p.m. PST. I always say PST because of VJ. I got used to it. I will have Pong Soul on this very show. So I will see you all soon.